What's going on, everyone? This is Jangy Comics coming at you with another video. This video is going to go over this box of CGC books. I sent these books back out in, I think, February or March, and at this time of this recording, we were looking at early June. So we all know that CGC has been having a lot of issues with turnaround times, as well as a lot of other issues, but at least from this, it's been turnaround, and the fact that it was 4 months is crazy. It's ridiculous. I remember when I did my first CGC submissions last year, it took about a month, a little over a month, and that was awesome. So it took a little bit of patience and time to get these going, but I'm glad I have this. This will probably be a two-part series. I do have about 20 plus books here, so I'll probably divide this up evenly since I don't want to make these videos too long, and we'll kind of go from there. I know all the grades, so I'm not going to do the hide and the reveals. I'll just kind of get right into them so that you guys can just see how I did and my thoughts on CGC, or at least let me see what the books are like, because I wanted to send this as a pre-screening. I forgot to check that. So these are just straight up, nothing was rejected. But with that said, let's get started here. As I do my normal shtick and my normal pitch, because you guys, if you've seen this before, you all know this. But if this is your first time, guys, thank you so much for coming by. I do these types of unboxings where it's CGC grade reveals, mystery mailboxes, or just a straight up comic haul that I got from the online community, as well as just random things that pertain to comic book content. So this is a CGC reveal, and I'm really excited about this. If this is not your first time, thank you so much for, as always, for your ongoing support. If you haven't done so already, for all of you guys, hit that like button on this video, guys. Seeing these likes are great, as well as comment on it. Let me know your struggles, your frustrations with CGC. I know there's a lot of people who've jumped ship to CBCS. I know there's a lot of comic book sellers and collectors who've already shifted their loyalties to CBCS because of all this. Let me know what you guys are thinking right now. I have my own thoughts. I may do a video on my point of view on CGC and CBCS, but yeah, I know there's a lot of people who've already left and switched loyalties. So let me know what you guys think. But also, most importantly, hit that subscribe button. As again, this is going to be a two-part series, so hit that subscribe button so that you guys can be on top of, be notified when the other videos, the next one of this series as well as future, come out. So yeah, that's it, guys. So yes, hit like, comment, subscribe, the normal things. Thank you so much for your support, and also follow me on Instagram at Jangy Comics, and also like me on Facebook, because that's where I do my online sales, which I do 2 times a month. I do on average 2 times a month, usually at the second half of the month. So with that, let's get right into this box. Bam! Oh, it's so heavy, but check this out. Yes. Anyways, you all know that when you see that fragile, that word fragile on this brown box, you know that this is for a CGC unboxing. So let's go ahead and crack this baby open. If you haven't seen it yet, the video that I uploaded prior to this, I just did an Eastman signing. I did the Kevin Eastman private signing, and it's my first time ever receiving a CGC 9.9 grade. I was really excited about that. I'll leave that link in the description so you guys can check it out. Again, it's just cool finally getting in my own legitimate 9.9 book. And it's funny how when people get good grades, they're like, CGC's great, and then when they don't get something, like they get like a 9.6 or a 9.4 when they thought a 9.8, they're like, oh, the quality, the QA checking and the grading policy sucks on CGC, I'm going to CBCS. I'll be honest, this batch of books, the grades are definitely not what I expected on the disappointing end. But at least for me, I am not shifting gears or shifting loyalties to CBCS. I will start submitting books for CBCS for random reasons, whether I just want to have books as a giveaway or just some books that I just want to kind of sell with a 9.8. But honestly, CGC is still where I'm going to send most of my books, even if it is a long turnaround. There's no rush for me, so yeah. Anyways, I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I have 20-ish books and I have another box. So again, I'll probably do 10 books right now and I'll do the rest on the next video. So let's get started. They pack their books real good in here, so I do appreciate that. Alright. First book here is Dark Knight Death Metal, Legends of the Dark Knight issue 1. This is the origin and first appearance of Robin King. I actually got a lot of these books sent for grading, but this is actually not a it's not an expensive premium book, but it is a key, and at the price point that I sell it at, these do go by really fast. I think I got like 3 of these graded, and all of them sold within like 2 sales. So again, I had a few more, so I figured why not. And this came back as a 9.8. So this definitely is going to be going up on a future sale, probably the sale at the end of this month. And if you haven't gotten one of yours, I will have one. And again, I priced these out at a good price, and again, they move pretty quickly. I'm not expecting, it's not like a $100 book or anything like that, but to get a key like that for under $100 at a 9.8, can't complain. All right, next one is Black Cat issue 1, and this is the whatchamacallit, the Adam Hughes variant, or excuse me, not Adam Hughes, Greg Horn variant. And some people think that this looks like I think it's Jessica Biel. Let me know what you guys think. But this came back as a 9.8. This is a Comic Exposure Greg Horn art edition. No additional notes on it. Thought this was a cool cover. I had this for a while, and I saw people, some other online shows as well as online, saying that this is going, again, these books are not going for like hundreds of dollars, but as a 9.8, I think that this can definitely draw some interesting buyers who are looking for some cheap slabs. Alright, this one is really cool. This one is Punchline issue 1. This is the Natalie Sanders cover. Natalie Sanders is really good at doing these like Vanity Fair, Cosmopolitan, like those types of magazine covers. There is a Virgin variant for this, but the trade dress is way better. Again, it has that publication feel to it, and again, this is Punchline 1. This is like an origins of Punchline. Punchline did fizzle out. It's a 9.8, guys. Punchline, her story kind of fizzled out right now. She's not really seeing some gains, but I have a feeling down the road, Punchline is going to get her time of day, and again, in which her first appearance, Hella Risen, or Batman 89, or Cameo, are going to go up again. The market's a little fickle, as always, but I think that Punchline will come back and make a splash in terms of the comic book market with her keys and her origin story. Alright, this next one is Star Wars issue 7. This is the John Tyler Christopher variant. It is a really cool variant. They call it the negative space version variant. Yeah, you all know this as John Tyler Christopher. He did this for Rogue, for an X-Men comic, SpiderMan, Sins of the Father, and obviously the big one is the Wolverine 1, the Banana Wolverine. Problem is, though, this came back as a 9.2. Kind of bummed by that. I do see, so actually, at least with these grades from this batch, there were some grader notes. So I do appreciate it, but I don't see any big ticks or anything like super severe that this would warrant a 9.2. I don't know. I might sell this on cheap, do this as a giveaway, or I might crack it, get it pressed, and get it submitted for regrading. Because again, off the naked eye, I do see some ticks on here, but I think these are all pressable. I don't think I got this book pressed. I just kind of sent it off as is. So, all good though. All right, book number 5. All right, so we got ourselves Something is Killing the Children, issue 1. This is the local comic shop day edition. This is a foil variant. Obviously, books like this are not going to go as high as like the original first print. But Something is Killing the Children is a hot story. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the story. But I think this is a great story. James Tynion IV did a very good job in telling the story. every time I read an issue, which I'm doing through a trade paperback, I just envision this being like a show on Netflix or like AMC or something like that on cable. But anyways, this came back as a 9.8. This is a foil cover, so it's a reprint, but there is a little charm to this because it is a local comic shop day edition. And with Something is Killing Children being hot, again, not expecting hundreds of dollars on the slab, but I'll price it out. But it's definitely going to be an affordable slab for a lot of people to get, especially if they want to add a Something is Killing the Children book into their collection. All right, next one. Okay, this one was my biggest disappointment. This is the one that I was hoping for better. I bought this book online through the Collector's Zone, I think it is called. Great guy, great customer service. He ensured that this is going to be like a high grade, like a 9.6, hell, maybe a 9.4, 9.8, whatever. It came back as a 9.0, and so I was very bummed about it. I may look into maybe getting this repressed and resubmitted, but this is Venom Deadpool. What if Venom possessed Deadpool? So this is the first appearance, I think, of Venompool. And yeah, this is a Scotty Young cover. You guys know his style of drawings. Again, 9.0. Honestly, if this was a 9.4, I'd be okay with it. It's a low print run on this thing. I do have a 9.6, as you can see right there. So again, I was kind of bummed that this came back as a 9.0 when the guy told me this was going to be a little bit higher grade. So I was kind of disappointed on that. I'm contemplating if I want to just crack the slab, resubmit it, or even just sell it raw. But again, this was the biggest disappointment of the entire of all the CGC books I submitted. So, anyways, that's 6 down. Let's do 4 more. Okay, this one's going to my personal collection because I love this cover. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal: Rise of the New God, issue 1. This is the Cody Abdo cover, aka Boss Logic. Boss Logic had some really cool covers. He's got a really unique style, and I'm a fan of it. But this here is also James Tynion IV's story. But anyways, that is the cover. I think that is a really badass cover there, and it came back as a 9.8. I really like this cover, and as I'm talking right now, I may look into selling it, but as of right now, this is going to my personal collection, but I think this is just a cool cover. This was definitely a cover buy, because I bought the series just to read it, and then when I went to my comic shop, I saw the cover. I'm like, ooh, how much is that? And I didn't even hear the price. I just said I wanted it. So that's the reason why I'm leaning towards having it be in my personal collection. But you know what? If the price is right, I might part ways with it too. All right, 3 more, guys, for this spot. All right, this one is definitely going to my personal collection. I got this through Big Time Collectibles. They did a mystery box, which I actually did a video of it, and they had an exclusive book just for the mystery boxes, and I thought it was really cool. So this one is Thor issue 9. This is a Miko Soyen cover, and this is a Silver Surfer 4 homage in the perspective of Thor. So if you know that classic cover of Thor facing Silver Surfer, it is in the first person perspective of it. So again, this is a sketch cover. The perspective of Thor, because you see it in Silver Surfer's shiny forehead, that this is in perspective of Thor attacking Silver Surfer. And they actually did another one where Thor, it's in perspective of Silver Surfer, and you see Silver Surfer in Thor's helmet. So it's kind of a nice little 2-set here. But this was an exclusive, so it's limited to X amount, like a few hundred copies of it. So I figured I thought this would be a really cool one to get graded, and it came back as a 9.8. The notes on here is Thor 735, Big Time Collectibles and Slab City Comics exclusive virgin cover. Anyways, Miko Soyen, sketch cover, really cool. Definitely keeping this one for my personal collection. And next one here. All right, this one was supposed to be a personal collection. I really love this cover, but I was disappointed in the grade. So this is Silver Surfer Black 1. Love Silver Surfer Black series. 1 through 5 was a great story. And this is the Jung Eun Yoon cover. Man, these Korean cover artists, man. They're like In-Hyuk Lee, Ji-Hyung Lee, and this guy, man, they do some really sick covers. I love this one with Galactus and Silver Surfer on the cover. I had this stashed in my personal collection for a while. I wanted to get this signed by Donny Cates and Jung Hyun Yoon, but I figured, you know what, I might as well get it graded now. Unfortunately, though, it came back as a 9.6. I was hoping for a 9.8 on this one, and I actually just might get this resubmitted for grading after a press. Fortunately, with this batch, they actually were good enough to give me grader's notes. So I'll have to see if this one might be worth pressing or anything. But in any case, Silver Surfer Black. This is the Comic Mint Virgin Edition Jung-Hyun Yoon cover. I love that cover. So as of right now, this will be going into my personal collection, but could easily move it over. And the last one from this batch for this video is going to be Amazing Spider-Man issue 700. Love this cover. I love how it's a collage of, or is it a mosaic of different Spider-Mans with Venoms and stuff like that. The note here is the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know why it's saying the last issue, but it's also the quote-unquote death of Peter Parker. This is when they transition into Dr. Octopus, Otto Octavius, transferring his mind into Peter Parker, which transitions into the Superior Spider-Man. So I guess that's why they call this the last issue, I guess. This is a Mr. Garson cover. Never knew that was who that is. But anyways, the classic issue 700, but it came back as a 9.6. I was hoping for a 9.8 on it, but you know what? I do see that there are, the bottom corner has a little bit of a minor tear. I did get this book pressed, and I think that anything that can't be fit, or anything that is imperfection in this is probably not something that can be pressed and fixed. So I'll take it. Again, hopefully I was hoping for a 9.8, but because it's a 9.6, I may just look into selling this at a future sale. So there you have it, guys. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 books. You know what? Because there's 25, I'm going to do 2 more. Alright, this next one is definitely going up in my sale. I got this one because I thought it was a really cool cover. Not a huge fan of his story. I think the superhero is badass, but not a huge interest in the story. Anyways, we got Daredevil issue 600. This is the Alex Ross cover. Alex Ross has a unique style that is easily identifiable. So this came back as a 9.8. No notes on this. I thought this might be some sort of key at a 600th issue, but 600th issue nevertheless is cool. I think this is a 1 in 50 or 1 in 75 variant of this. But again, I saw this cover, thought it was cool, sent it graded. 9.8, definitely going to be going up in a future sale. And last but not least, this was another bummer one, but this was intended to sell. I was going to sell this one for cheap, and now I might even sell it for, cheaper, or even do it as a giveaway. We have X-Men 1 of the current run. This is a Mark Brooks sketch cover. The note here says X-Men, this is issue 645. So you got yourself Jean Grey, Wolverine, and Cyclops coming out of birthday cake. Came back as a 9.2. I was kind of bummed by it, but at the same time, when you think about an all-white cover, there's probably going to be some blemishes or creases or something like that that could risk it. So again, bummed by this one. This one I'm definitely going to sell, probably on very, very, very affordable, or I might add it into like a blind poll or a raffle or a giveaway or something like that. So in any case, X-Men 1, Mark Brooks sketch cover, and a 9.2. Kind of bummed by that. But there you have it, guys. That is it for this video. I'll do the next batch in the next video. So again, subscribe to my channel so you guys can get notified on when the next video series comes up. Let me know again your struggles or if any frustrations of CGC. But you know what, guys? Also on the flip side, if people have bad experiences, they're very vocal about it. Let's hear some stories about your positive experience with CGC. Let me know if you sent off like 20 books and all came back 9.8. It's a lot of shade when people have bad experiences, but when no news, or when there's no good news, there's no news. Case in point with CGC. So share it in. Let's just give some positive love for CGC. Or, I mean, if you want to tell me your frustrations as well, I'm all ears. But there you have it, guys. That is it for the first 12 books. Stay tuned for the next video that's coming out in the next week or so for the remaining books. And again, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching, you guys. So until next time, Janky Comics signing off.